As he aged, Walter found his inability to bend at the knees to be increasingly inconvenient. Walter's a portly, aging robot who has let himself go a little, and now finds even the simplest tasks to be more difficult than before. He looks down and to the side and sees his glasses on the floor. He tries to bend over to get them, but finds that he can't reach down that far anymore and is frustrated in his attempt. The crank turns a shaft on which there is a worm gear made of wire. The worm turns a sort of double pinwheel gear mounted on a vertical shaft. The top half of the gear is engaged by the worm, while the bottom half turns another pinwheel of equal size. The second gear is mounted on a horizontal shaft set at an angle in the box. On this shaft are two cams. The near cam controls the nodding action of Walter's head. There's a small arm on the back of his head tied to a string. If the string is slack, he looks down. If it's taut, he'll look straight ahead. The cam follower is attached to a rod to which the string is tied. The other cam on the shaft controls Walter bending at the waist. He bends over, can't reach his glasses, so he bounces a couple of times, which doesn't help. The bouncing is controlled by the notches in the cam. If left to gravity, Walter bends over. To overcome this and make him stand up, the cam follower has a substantial weight attached. The follower is attached via a rod to an arm protruding from Walter's posterior. This allows him to bend as necessary. Getting back to the vertical shaft, at its base is another cam. This cam, with a linkage from the follower, controls the side-to-side movement of the head. Here you can see the linkage from the other side. The vertical rod goes up Walter's left leg. Like all good robots, Walter has a door on the middle of his back where he can't get his mitts on the works. Inside is the linkage that connects the rod coming up from his leg to his head. This consists of a pair of tiny universal joints connected to either end of an intermediate telescoping square tube. The U-joints allow his head to turn at will, while the telescoping part allows the system to stretch as he bends over. As Walter bends down, he reaches for his glasses. His reaching arm is simply controlled by a thread that, passing through a guide, is attached to the floor, the tension on the string extending his arm as he bends. The box is made of wood. The sides, bottom, and top are dovetailed together without the use of glue. All internal supports are mortised into the top and bottom. Walter himself is made of tin plate, formed and soldered together. His rivets are embossed in the metal. His glasses are made of brass wire, silver soldered together and painted. So I guess the moral to this story is, whether you're a robot or not, it pays to stay in shape.